How you doing? Hey, Snapshots. Thanks for stopping in right away. I guess not really that bright and early for me right now. It's 11 a.m. So we'll call it yeah, normal and late. Normal and normal? I don't know. But yeah, guys, how was your weekend? I'm trying to rally. Didn't get in too much this last weekend. Did some video work. Shopped around for a new secondary vehicle for the business. I think we found one. It's a shit kicker, but it'll do what it's supposed to do, and that's what I'm excited about. It's one of those types of trucks that if stuff goes wrong or things break, it won't be that bad. And compared to the Ford, that is a blessing to have. That Ford, it's like if something goes wrong with that thing, oh my god. Getting it fixed is no bueno. Just for one, like, everything just is massive. Like, everything weighs 1,000,000 pounds. You love your Ford. Dude, I mean, I'm not, like, super, like, up on, like, different trucks, but since I've been, like, learning a lot, I've been, like, researching a lot right now about trucks, and, I can see why my brother went for the Super Duty Ford. Definitely can see that. 200,000 miles? Nice, man. Yeah, we, my brother and I found a 4-cylinder diesel Jeep Liberty, actually, as well. Not too far away from, like, 2013. Dude, it's a 4-cylinder turbo diesel. Like, how freaking sick is that? Original turbos, original transmission. Yeah, dude. So, I mean, especially, like, bang for the buck right now. I mean, all trucks, it appears, are, like, way overpriced. Or, I don't know, overpriced is the right word, but very expensive. I mean, we're looking at a lot of trucks over into the 6-figure range these days. And just from looking at least around the demographic of, like, the top-level Dodges and things, it's just like, damn, dude, that is so pricey. Most people don't. Man, straight up, like, I have a lot of stories from when I was younger of my friends, like, just destroying their vehicles through lack of maintenance, like ignorance, like that cars need oil, you know, things like that. But how many people in chat have had, like, those automotive, like, fail compilations pop up in, like, a YouTube, and it's like people who haven't changed their oil in, like, 20 or 30,000 miles, and it's like literally Play-Doh. Hotshot a bit. That's not the main purpose. Mostly wreck recovery and off-road recovery. So specialty recovery kind of stuff. But hotshotting is in the future when we have the budget for a trailer, which we do not right now. But in the future, that would be nice because you can make some good money off of hotshot, dude. My brother does lighter than load truck driving, which is basically like pallet delivery within, like, towns and cities, if you didn't know. But it's not like long haul trucking. And he says, man, like, you'll pay 5-10 times as much sometimes going for a hot shotter over, like, a LTL company or something. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting my CDL, but I'm not gonna be getting a lot of endorsements on it. Just enough, basically, that I can pull the trailer and have it on my license. Because I learned, I was like, but bro, like, I was talking to my brother, I was like, but bro, I don't have, like, a semi to train on. He's like, that's fine. You can train on my truck and still get it. I was like, sure. All right. Easier for me. It would be fun to learn how to shift a manual transmission semi, though, with, like, high and low range and stuff. That would be kind of fun. Nice life skill. Hey, Clutch. Good to see you. You're racing today in TT for ZRL. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the TTT tomorrow for ZRL as well. And hopefully I can actually do some work for the team because, well, we'll see today, but it would be hard to be worse than last week, that's for sure. The truck driver. It's just part of the company the business my brother and I are trying to start up, which would basically just allow me to pull a large trailer. Is basically the point of me getting that license. But eventually we want to like incorporate like not just like pulling trucks out of ditches and cars out of ditches and stuff, but like if need be, we can throw them onto a flatbed and take them somewhere. That's future. Like that requires like more like insurance and some other things that'll come. You know, as the business evolves, that would be really cool to be able to have that option to you know tow as well as just recover. CLOs for load. Yeah, see, I didn't know that. I was like, so I don't have a truck and I can still get my, you know, my Class A license. And my brother's like, yeah, you can certify on anything that's Class A. I was like, oh, that's cool. Thanks, Clutch. Yeah, it's coming along pretty well. I'm actually, my side of it mostly is logistics. Like, I'm starting to learn QuickBooks. Like I've been like dealing with like, I don't know, all the stuff that is no fun to deal with, paperwork and stuff, as well as I've been doing some videos on it. So I'm hoping to create like a little bit of buzz around like, you know, having some media coming out about the company and stuff like that. Hey Brian, how are you? What's the question? I love questions. You don't mind doing paper? See, that's the thing. It's like sometimes I do mind, but I don't mind. But at the same time, it's like compared to my brother, that is like I am like good at that. Like that's me. Even if I'm not good in the grand scheme of things, in the two compared to the two of us, I win. I win that game. Can I have the Play and Steerzo Smart connected to the same? I haven't tried, but I would just. And this is completely with no background, I would say no because of this. I feel like this is the connection, and I don't know how it would like. What would you? I wonder if like maybe you could pair like no, because you need both left and right steering, right? If left steering wouldn't help if you didn't have right steering, it actually could screw you up a bit. But I'm wondering. I just don't see enough like connection options. Doesn't mean it can't be done. That would actually be a good experiment. I don't have my Steerzo Smart here. Actually, I would try that right now. That would be perfect, man. That would be perfect, Brian. I'll tell you what, if I could have both paired, I mean, just to have the steering in the front end, I was thinking of just getting a non-smart Steerzo, just so I had movement in the front end, because I actually kind of thought it felt nice to be a little more. But that being said, my toe overlap really messes with it actually being functional for me. Yeah, so that's why I'm wondering, Brian. I'm like, is this like, might be like physical connections, and like if it doesn't have its own like, I don't know, API for it. Not API, but if it doesn't have its own like feature for it. I don't know why I said API. Flawed. So exceptionally flawed. You know what? We're all a little flawed, and that's okay. I still love you all, except you. You bug the crap out of me. But everyone else is good. All right. Starts in 1 minute. I should probably get in there, huh? Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's get in. Start my fan before. I don't even think my trainer is paired, so it doesn't matter if I get in on time. It probably won't work. Excuse me. Let's see if things will pair. I just found a group ride to join today. I was like looking for something to do. Oh, whoa, my trainer feels very weird. I think I actually have to go to the pairing menu. Oh, there we go. It like made me enter the pairing menu right there in order to get the trainer to relink. It's it can be slightly clunky with the companion app. That's how I pair my devices right now, but it's not too bad. Trying to get down a teeny bit. It's either and, not together. Yeah, it appears that way. And they still haven't given us a sensitivity slider. And Brian, I don't know. So it started, I feel like, with 4.1, but I do not have like any finesse with the Zwift Play controller anymore. Like if I just barely tap, it's like if I'm trying to get right behind someone, I'm either gonna go to the left of them or the right of them. I can't stick right behind them, and it's really annoying. I don't know if it's like I'm trying to like see if I can control it with power like modulation a bit. Like thinking, oh, if I drop a little power and try and steer behind, I don't know. It just seems very like I'm either like I'm just doing this all the time. Oh, shit's happening. But it's been really annoying me, and I feel like it messes with the whole team's draft when I'm trying to like finesse. Most people, I think most people have found that if you want like super fine control, the Steerzo Smart is still way better. So almost like I'm kind of at the place right now where I'd rather have the Steerzo Smart for TTT and the Zwift Play controller if I'm just cruising around and or doing like a race, like a scratch race or something, where you'll have a blob. So like super fine steering isn't as important, unless I guess if you're on a breakaway it would be. Just kind of how it seems. I guess there you go. Clutch coming in. That's facts right there. I'll just take that approach with my head. Oh shoot. In my mind, that works for me, so I'll use it. This last weekend, guys, it happens sometimes, like where I'll wake up one day and it just feels like, I don't know, like I've had major recovery or improvement with my joints. This last weekend, I felt really good, and I'm hoping that it kind of slides into this week as well. Very little joint discomfort. It's a nice break. Had a 360s. Dude, if there was like I wish there was a way to just do that. Double U-turn. When all your watts go to the control. Exactly. I mean, we only have a few watts anyway, so we at least can power most devices. You win. Oh my gosh, it's about damn time. I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. Actually, funny thing, guys. Yesterday, I had somebody named Cheerio. No 64, just Cheerio. Follow me, and I was like, who is this imposter? Cheerio's here. Cheerio, I found the not 63rd, not 62nd. I found Cheerio. And they found me. He's here. What's up, Cheerio? Good to see you, man. The OG Cheerio, apparently. Coming in with like orangey yellow font as well. Was not you. This Cheerio actually found the Zwift category on his 64th alt account. And he's like, you know, I've been hiding it long enough. It's about time I show you guys my true form. Then Cocoa Pops, yep. I mean, at least on the theme of breakfast, we could have Eggo come in. Find the Marblehead without the 9. What if? We're gonna find all of the OG accounts of Twitch and bring them into our family. Captain Crunch, Cheerio 46, Yeah, Cheerio 46 got banned though, I think. Inappropriate memes. NSFW without the tag. How's everyone's weekend? Or how did it go? 69 was taken, of course. But that was probably the second account. You had Cheerio, and then the second account was not Cheerio too, like most people would assume. Cheerio 69 was the second one. Sometimes you dream about that. You have a lot of dreams about people not existing you, and I think we need to kind of dive deeper into that. You have all these beautiful, beautiful dreams, and I actually have to figure out how to do it myself. Someday you would. Well, that is a guarantee, Brian. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know if it's fortunate or unfortunate, but it is guaranteed. It's your body's coping mechanism. Like, I love that. I love that I can just quickly return a ride-on. I think that's probably the best feature of the entire Zwift Play controller. Returning ride-ons. Hit the most exists for 10 hours a day, then you can continue on. It's purely for self-sustaining. And/or wish that's Brian. And then Brian's out there doing like the deep, deep meta, dreaming about people dreaming about him not existing. It's super deep at that point. No one will know when Pookie's gone either, Texas. It's all good. Maybe for a little bit on YouTube, my videos might recirculate, you know, in posterity. You know, I'll remember Pookie, and then 2 weeks go by, and people become goldfish. You know how it is. That's fine. He lives in deep space where no one goes, and he can be alone. The restaurant at the end of the galaxy, or the universe. You're going to dream about yourself, dream about Brian, dreaming about you having a dream that you wish Brian didn't exist. Man, I do not have enough brain cells for this. We are getting so deep right now. Full on Marianas Trench. We had a psychological V-trenching today, at least for Pookie. So it's basically the same as doing an actual trenching. We basically did a trenching today, and we're done with it. And now we're just enjoying the afterglow. But if all goes to plan, after this I have some errands to run, but then I'm hoping to get back into editing video 4 for Little Red's company, or my little company, Little Red. It was fun actually. About 2 weeks ago, or not 2 weeks, about 10 days ago now, 2 weekends ago I guess now, we did get to take out Little Red on some trails. It wasn't anything fancy, but it was not tarmac, so it was her first time experiencing anything other than that, which was pretty cool. But, so that'll be the next video. The 3 kind of topics I'll be covering in the video. We ended up, I don't know if I showed you guys pictures or anything, but we ended up running a line of Herculiner along the bottoms of all the panels, the side panels and everything. And so that'll be part of it, is us doing that, at least just, you know, rolling on the bed liner. And then more bumper work. That frickin' bumper, this move bumper, we were just not happy, or at least my brother wasn't, because I didn't know, but my brother was so unhappy with the how reinforced it was. I mean, it's this beastly steel bumper, but he knows that he's gonna be hauling out some stuff, so we've been adding in all these reinforcements here and there. It is just a tank, but it is still nowhere near done, and it's kind of annoying just having this slowly rusting away steel bumper. Chrissy, what's up, my friend? Afternoon. How are you doing? I can't wait until we finally get that bumper painted. It'll look so good. But then, of course, the off-roading. It was fun. And it was fun because I actually got to pull out some extra cameras. As opposed to just shooting on one camera. I was able to I mounted an action camera to the front, an action camera to the back. I had my cell phone, and then I had my Sony. Just everywhere. It was crazy. Mad Monday race in 2 hours. Well, that'll get you going. Oops, I missed it. Yo, Diesel Fuel, how are you doing, man? How's it going? It's going good, man. Thanks for checking in. Better than, well, hopefully better than last week, and definitely better than the week before that. Now that we're not crazy sick. Still not 100%. But rarely do we recover 100% from anything, as is the nature of my condition. But it doesn't matter. It don't matter. We've gone too far. If we run Brian down in Big Red, that'll paint the... You know, funny thing you say that. Actually, Little Red is a Brian Kellison-sized vehicle as well. But definitely a Ewan-sized vehicle, which is really fun. Dude, Ewan, I can't get in without grabbing the oh shit bar to pull in. My legs don't even go up like high enough. And I wouldn't have, if I tried to get into this truck before I got my hip replacement, I wouldn't have been able to get in. I wouldn't have physically been able to get my leg up high enough to get in the frickin' truck. And my brother's shorter than me, but at least he's not all destroyed in the joints like me to the same extent. And it's hilly. Last time you raced the hill, dude. Oh my god. 400 watts for almost 5 minutes is insane. That would be, what, 6.5 watt per kilo for me? Something like that. I wish I could do that. Glad to hear you're doing better. Yeah, how have you been, Diesel? I've been lurking in on Omega's streams. I haven't seen you streaming, but that's probably my own dang fault because I'm very unobservant in general. Big dude shows you cover it. Yep. That'd be fun. Imagine being like a car company or a fab company, a fabrication company that is specifically designed to make vehicles fit larger people. I mean, these days, especially in America, that could be a gold mine, depending on which large you're thinking of. Definitely not tall. Definitely not tall. Not what I'm thinking. Could I not get my brother to fit us? Dude, I told him I'm gonna need one of those like easy lifts. What we're thinking, we're gonna be putting a rocker bar on it, which is basically a piece of metal that goes down by the doors along the base, in order that if the truck like rocks into things sideways, it doesn't just destroy the doors. But we were thinking of mounting them like maybe 6 inches lower than the cab, so that we can have some sort of step to get in. Because a certain level of fitness is required on this device. Yeah, Kentucky KFAS. Yep, perfect. You heard about it here, guys, first. We are a generator of amazing ideas. We don't manifest shit, but we generate amazing ideas, don't we? It's the shoe. The lone shoe. But we were also thinking, when we have all sorts of money to play with and we're not just working off of my brother's savings and we actually have some money flowing in, we were thinking they make those rocker panel bars basically electronic, so they like pop out, but I doubt that would last very long. No, I haven't seen that, which is a shame, being a shoe myself. I thought you were memeing on my name. Christy, thank you for the ride on. Is it a good one? I've been on the hunt for memes recently. I've been putting out more meme-esque videos. Is the shoe ever gonna give us up? Oh, okay. I was worried that the shoe was never gonna let us down. Don't think it's the shoes. Hold on, oh fuck. It's this shoe. Stop the cap! Eh. That's definitely... Would that be politically correct or not politically correct enough to use in a video? I don't know what's acceptable these days and what's cancelable. Feel bad watching that. Dude, it kind of hurts your soul a little bit. Just think about... Guys, just appreciate that for a second. Some things, for some people, are straight up impossible. Like stepping up on a step like that. Some things are just completely impossible. Things that we do every day and don't even think about it. Just all I'm really saying is like appreciate it. Appreciate what you got. Appreciate the work you guys put in. Not because of other people not putting in work, but because you putting in the work allows you to exist and live a much more functional life. From Wall-E, spaceship full of... For real, man. You know what's stopping that right now? Battery technology. When they find another level up of battery technology, just wait. Convenience scooters will be a thing. Because... they'll be able to last all day as well as power their iPod and iPhones. iPod. How old am I? Freaking AirPods and tablet. Run all the things. Do they even make just straight up iPods anymore? Is that even a thing? Oh, I'm dropping everyone. Well, actually, look at this. This is funny. ZZRC usually is not this disorganized. I think they might have dropped the fence for KOM attempts. It's scary, isn't it, Ewan? It's scary. I mean, I'll be real. Fear of inability to do things. I mean, I think of that all the time. I think of waking up one day, going to step out of bed and not being able to walk. That is my nightmare. Or, I don't know, things along that nature at least. Can't do push-ups. See, Bike Beast, what I'm saying, man, is you need to eat those push-ups up and enjoy every frickin' one of them. They dropped the iPod. Oh, the touch. I was thinking, is the touch holding out? Do they still have like a shuffle of some kind? See? Every push-up I should be hearing, thank you, thank you, thank you. This stuff. Yeah. The shuffle was legit. I still have the super, super small one that I use for, swimming, and it's so good. Has anyone seen those, like, what is it, Zygos? I don't know, those bone conducting headphones that also work as an intercom. So not only can you stream music in water, you can get coaching through the intercom deal. Still be 7% bought. Yeah. Yep. No, he'll be the stereotypical meme at 75. Like, still doing, like, full muscle-ups. Walking into the gym with his back hunched over, reaching up, getting the bar, and then be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's Bikebeast's future. Damn, Clutch, you are a collector. Hold on to those. Those might be worth some money someday. Yo, Loki. You just woke up? Let's go. It's always a hit or miss when you wake up late. Like, it is just as likely that you're gonna wake up feeling like absolute crap with the extra sleep. It feels like you really shortchanged. Just can't do anything except press play on them. The little shuffle's nice. It literally has a toggle on the top that you can just set it into shuffle mode. And then at least you don't get the same playlist over and over or something. I don't know if the little Nanos had that secondary switch on the lock. You have months of sleep debt. There you go. They don't? I don't know how well it works, though, in all honesty. I feel like the shuffle feature, I only hear the same songs anyway. It's like the iPod Shuffle was doing it even before Spotify did it. AKA playing the same songs in a playlist over and over until you finally like a song, and then now you don't hear any song that you're used to hearing ever. You know, or is that just me? Definitely not feeling good. I'm glad this is a noodle session today. But yeah, so tomorrow, guys, we have the TTT for ZRL. Smart Shuffle is okay, but yeah. I guess anything's better than the Smart Shuffle on Spotify. Or they've kind of fixed it, haven't they? Am I shortchanging them? I rarely ever. No, I'm not. No, definitely not. That is still an issue. But the thing is, here's what you do, guys. You just warp your perspective. Like, I've been listening to Epidemic Sound now so long, just because when I'm streaming music, it's on stream. And that is just the worst just shuffle experience, I think, on the planet is Epidemic Sound. Oh, okay, good. I always assume things are just me because I get annoyed with weird things. But I guess I'm around other weird people, so it's okay. But yeah, I think my legs might do well tomorrow compared to how they've been doing. For one, TTTs are just like, I think over the years I've just tuned my legs. 5 watt per kilo efforts. Even for extended, like if I have to double pull, doesn't kill me as much as an extra short, spicy kick, like up leg snapper or something. All the companies make it sound like they have an advanced algorithm for just suggesting music. Yeah, just wait till they, their problem was they call it a advanced algorithm as opposed to AI. That's the problem. If they just change the name, everything will fix it. But most of them just feed you related items on the last thing you clicked, yeah. I think that's truly at these days why a properly curated playlist is so coveted. I mean, they always have been. I mean, mixtapes, even back in the day. 404, 418. We're at a 6.9 out of 10 at the moment. But it's all good. How you doing, Peter? But better than last week, that's for sure. Way better than last week. And I don't know what happened, but over the weekend, I had something go on in the legs and the joints, but I feel like a lot of chronic stuff has worked itself out over the weekend, which is very, very weird because it was in the hips. So I was like, all right, now it's going to be in my upper back, you know, for a week. Then it'll be in my neck for another week. But somehow it worked itself out. That does not usually happen with Ehlers. It usually has to like go up the body and then work itself out through the head. It doesn't just stop some random spot. Mixtapes are fun, found a lot of music that way. Funny thing you say, I got into, what was it? My friend's old car the other day. And he had an old CD mix from back in like the early 2000s. And it was just, dude, it banged so hard, man. It was so good. You hate making playlists, you don't have to know how. Dude, same here, man. That is not my strong point for sure. Dude, it is an art, man. There is an art to bangage that I just do not have. Oh my god. Followed by Baby Shark, yep. Just listen to a house with enough bass. So it's a feigned sense of knowing what you're doing, Ewan. That's all right. That's basically how everything works in life. It's not about actually how good you are. It's just how other people see you. It's facts right there. About how others see you, not how you see you, guys. My secret is that I have a friend who's really good at it. That's what you do. That's the secret to life. Find a friend that's really good at whatever it is that you cannot do. And then become friends with them. It's not a manipulation tactic. It's not, I swear. Imagine you're in a club 10 tequilas deep. 600 watts, that number doesn't exist. It's not actually a power that people can put out. I figure after 10 tequilas, regardless of whether you're good or bad, you're gonna put out something that you think is good. Even if it's a good few hours of sleep before shitty sleep. Hey, everyone dissing on 60 kilo riders. 60 kilo riders are heavy as hell. So because I was sick, guys, I got down to 58 kilo. Lightest I've been in a long time. I think I'm at 58 and a half now. So it's slowly coming back. But damn, that took me back. Literally clouds floating away. I'm sub 60 right now, and I'm not okay with it, because I never feel good when I'm sub 60. Like, I might have one good week at sub 60, but then after that, it's just a disaster. Because I just don't have that, like, long-term recovery like I would having a couple extra pounds of stuff on me. I do not like being below 60 kilo. It is not healthy for me. And it's never intentional. It usually just happens when I have a major flare-up or get sick or something. Hey, Robin Schotten! Hold on, let me see if I can find him. There he is. This is where light riders have to drop their
draft power-ups or they get dropped now. Oh, is this what it feels like to properly draft on a downhill? Yes, please. Yeah, great, thanks. Nice, Robin. Good to see you, man. I just told Robin that there's nothing like a little psychotherapy. Should have probably put psychotherapy, but hopefully he knows what I mean. Does your phone correct to psychotherapy from psychotherapy? And if so, time to evaluate. Whoa, where are they going? Oh my god, my watt per kilo numbers are so up there right now. That just feels weird. Look at this, guys, 3.2 at 190 watt. Oh man. Oh shit. Busted. Yep. Weight doping confirmed. Weight doping confirmed. I've honestly always felt the best at around 61 to 62. Actually, honestly, like 63, 64 kilo. I've never felt better around that weight. But I have just never... And except for when I was bodybuilding, I wasn't able to sustain that weight. I'm just not good at eating. I'm not good at eating. Already combined with the fast metabolism and the fact that I just don't eat. It's just a combination for absolute disaster. Have a burger or 5 good... Dude, I've been doing the burger therapy. I eat like 3 double cheeseburgers a week right now. And I do not encourage others to do the same. But I'm really trying to get that weight on after being sick. Yesterday I even did a milkshake. And I felt so bad, but also enjoyed it so much. It's like I start to get like a good appetite. I start to eat a shit ton. I'll get up to like 62 kilo, maybe 61 kilo. And then I just start to feel sick. And then I can't eat. Or my 4,000 to 5,000 calories gets reduced back down to 2,000. And that's just all I can do. At least my coach hasn't said I should be eating over 200 grams of protein. But that's facts. Someone like you, definitely, man. Getting that down would require a lot of liquid protein, at least in my opinion. I feel like it would require a lot of liquid protein. I think you'd need to get in like 100 to 120 to 140 grams just through protein shakes. Maybe I need to just learn how to completely shut off my feeling of being hungry. How do you do that? Anybody have any tips for that? And California medication doesn't count. Hemp parts and the best protein I've had, hemp seed. It's the least destructive on my digestion of any but it is very expensive. Maybe, at least it was. I haven't checked in a while. Maybe it's come down in price. Hunger, you see water, but it only goes so far. So lots of fruit. I've been trying to do that actually, so hopefully I can keep that going. I've been starting my mornings again, and I go through these phases where I do this, where I will have like a smoothie in the mornings, a fruit smoothie. But then I get also easily distracted in the mornings, especially if I get to work early. And then it'll be like 1 or 2, and I'm like, oh shoot, I haven't eaten today. And I don't recommend doing that. Digestion's your problem. I can only, and it's not 100% good, man. I can only do iso ways. If I don't do hydrolyzed in some way, I just can't. I get so sick because the volume. Not only that, I have literally a psychological aversion to thick meal replacers. I lived for 2 years of my life basically only on liquid calories when I was really, really sick. Back in 2012, 2011, no, 2010. No, it was after I went to college. It was during college, then after college. So 2010 to 2012 was like the worst. What's up, Neuron? You see butt? Ooh, you must be watching the angle from my my subscriber channel, if you know what I mean. That's a special angle that you have to pay for. So thank you for supporting me. But yeah, hemp. At first, I felt like it made me sick because when I first learned about hemp proteins, I was literally on liquid calories all the time, and half the time I'd drink one, I'd end up hurling it back up. Oh, that was a fun time, guys. If someone ever comes up to you and say, hey, I got some Lyme disease here, you want to try it? Just say no. I know it might be tempting. Just say no. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's trauma, Ewan. It's so trauma for me right now. Like, one of the reasons I think I have trouble digesting whey is half due to, just that it messes with my stomach, but also half that it messes with my mind. Where when you do iso wheys, it's like very watery, and it doesn't feel like you're drinking this thick mud. And that's how I had to do it. Like, in order to get enough calories into a palatable volume, it was like I was drinking mud, and sometimes I'd have to scoop it into my mouth. Yum. Beef protein. Oh, dude, yeah, if you can do like bone broths to get your protein, that is actually next level overpowered. That's one thing. If you can drink like stock, like chicken broths or beef broths, that's what's up. You want some gains. Beef protein powder? Oh, I don't know about that. Look at me. I'm the police. I'm the fence police. Everyone behind me! Whey, but derived from beef. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, one time I accidentally misordered one of my protein powders, and I got the 100% whey as opposed to the iso whey. And, oh my god. The first time I mixed it, I literally, almost died. Like, I almost gagged and aspirated to death. So, I'd like to apologize for the people who would have preferred for that to happen, but get crapped on. But yeah, bone broths, if you can deal with that, they're usually really rich. That's one thing. I have trouble with really, really rich things. But if you can do bone broths. Not only that, the amount of collagen and stuff you get from bone broths and things. It's shitty because literally that would be like an overpowered supplement for me because I have collagen deficiencies. So that would literally be a big, big play to be able to take in bone broth. I just get so sick. That's one thing. I think the one thing that if I could change, like right now, like the main thing about my physiology, I think it would be that I could have a better, hey, thank you, Yee boy, better digestive health. I feel like a lot of my issues are just so overly exacerbated by not being able to palate rich things or dense things. Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk's good. I do chocolate milk semi-regularly. Hey, thanks, Marblehead. Chocolate milk is definitely a play for me. One thing I used to do a lot of is almond milk. Chocolate almond milk. Dude, it's so crazy how having a messed up digestive system messes with your head. And they've even shown like the physiological connections between like gut health, biological health in your gut, your digestive bacteria, and your psychological state. Literally, we are being driven around by our gut bacteria. Just like Osmosis Joe or whatever it is. Or Jones or whatever, that old animated film. That's actually what's happening. But gut bacteria are directly responsible for certain neurological releases and chemical releases in the brain. More fiber, yes, definitely. And almond milk, for me, was much easier to get down than dairy. I can put up with dairy, but it's a love-hate relationship. It's a very toxic relationship. But one of those toxic relationships you just can't get away from because the taste is just too good. If you know what I mean. Cheese. It's made of cheese, Gromit. The one really bad thing is chocolate milk is nowhere near as bad as like frozen like ice creams. In Ayurveda, frozen things are actually not recommended to eat at all for basically any situation. They recommend leaving it out to melt before you eat your ice cream. Doesn't that just sound amazing? No, it doesn't. I know it doesn't sound amazing at all. Gelato? Yeah. Gelato's good. I prefer on the more soft serve side. I like a milkshake that hasn't been blended well that you can spoon out. Frozen all the things. I know. That's alright. You don't have to have that toxic concept in your mind. Just ignore what I said and keep living. We did the thing. Now we're looping around again. This is Muckle Yen. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it definitely is. That's the only one that goes basically through the whole Scotland map. This is such a good route, though. Such a good route. Banana split ice cream in the freezer. Yes. Banana split is at the top of the ice cream pyramid. It is the pinnacle of frozen treats, in my opinion. Just the flavor. There's what is it? There's a company out where I live in California, a local company called Mary Ann's, and they do a banana split flavor. Basically, it's banana ice cream with like chocolate and strawberries cut up in it. Banana ice cream is, if it's done right, is my favorite flavor. But that being said, if it's like tastes like the Runts banana, that like super chemically banana taste, that's like the worst taste in the world. So just when you think you have me figured out, I am again an enigma. My favorite and least favorite flavors in the world are banana. And cue a D's Nuts joke or something? No. I was waiting for the D's Nuts joke. Anybody? I dropped that fruit really low, man. Banana antibiotics, ooh. Yeah, that chemical banana taste is literally the worst taste on the planet. You like that taste? Oh my gosh, it must be an acquired one because I can't do that flavor. But then again, like I said, banana's my favorite. Very weird. Your favorite flavor is grape, but not actual grape. The Tylenol flavor. Loki, I feel like you're about to open up to us about something. Watermelon? A close sec? Yes. Good old watermelon. Powdery purple. Hey, Frack, good to see you, man. Howdy, howdy. Castelli Esports Champion jersey, is that banana? Pure banana. Yeah, I want to wear yellow kit just because I want to be a banana. Oh, Castelli Esports. Would be cool to see here. Is that kit available in game? And I'll be your mascot. Don't tell Next though. Don't tell Next. I still want their kit too. I'm just gonna sell myself as a riding virtual billboard. You know, we gotta make money somehow. Just since a kid, every time you find grape candy that tastes like that, yes. I think you kind of hit it, Loki. It's like that flavor you were exposed to like early on in childhood that just sticks with you forever. Like it might be like, it's one of those like weird things, but it's so good. Crunch. Oh man. And now the amphetamine shortage is, now we know why. Loki's eating all of the medicine. There used to be some horrible soda that tasted like grape. Oh man. That original taste. Yeah, all the, they can't produce Adderall, Loki. Don't you have any love for people? This Adderall shortage is a big deal, man. Stop contributing to it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That was mean. There you go. There actually is, though. There's like there's like a national shortage of Adderall. That's fun. The methylphenidate, yeah. And Ritalin, you're good. Oh, there you go. See, you were smart. You weren't jumping on the trends. You stayed with the OG. Smart move, man. Is anybody actually been like, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to ask about your medications. I won't ask about that. Hopefully nobody is dealing with that too heavily. Because that would be really shitty. Having a shortage of a medication that you use. Guess you would have tried what the family doc gave you. Never mind, ignore. We don't have to talk about our medications here. Otherwise, I'd be talking this whole stream about it. No, I'm just kidding. I actually did have to take a new med, kind of for the first time, having to take a regular med when I was dealing with all those muscle twitches. But I was able to go off of it once they subsided a bit. And by the way, they have subsided a lot for some reason. I wonder if it has to do with my habits of not being on the bike as much. That was one of my main thoughts of what was causing my muscle twitches, was the amount of time I spent on the bike. And after 2 weeks off, most of them subsided, so I'm hoping that's a good sign, or, you know, it could be just a, you know, a wave, or a valley of the wave right now. Cookie took adrenochrome this week. Oh man, that shit's expensive. It's well worth it though. Tell you what. We've actually converted the extra guest bedroom into a production facility. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. That's our secret, chat. Just kidding. We did not do that. But I mean, how else would you keep this boyish complexion like I do so well? Tell who what? Yeah, exactly, Barty. Thank you. Exactly. Barty gets it. Be like Barty. Make it yourself, pussy. Yeah, I put on my unicorn onesie and ride after them. No, I don't do that. No. Don't do that either. Nobody do that. That's just... Where are we? Maybe, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna catch this group right now. Everyone, that's just what I'm gonna do right now. We're gonna just do that. It's okay. I'm just waiting for the clip out of context that makes me go viral for getting canceled. That's my only hope at internet fame. Yeah, but you get +1 on, or you get -1 on being able to keep your food down, so it's +1 on pukeability metric. So 5 watts, but you now have a 10% buff on puking. Be like, dude, that should be Barty. You should merchatize. Hey Rob, how are you, my friend? All right, we got him. How goes it, Rob? My lungs are not feeling well today. Though, last week I had like a few coughing attacks and coughed up a bunch of congestion after being sick. And I think I might have injured something. So, time to take it easy on the lungs for a little while. Number 5 is alive. A mini pook. Yeah. Yeah. I have it growing in my room in a little test tube now. My hope at, that's my only hope at continuing my genetic line. No, that's actually what I have the other, the guest room set up for. Adrenochrome, no. That's where I'm growing the Pookie clone. $16K into a 20K ride. Ooh. Are you with a pace bot? I almost jumped on with a pace bot today, if this ride wasn't available, because it was kind of right on pace with what I was looking to do today. I just love the frickin' pace bots. It's like, you don't know what to do, jump on with a pace bot. And it'll at least like kind of be a good segue into something else, at the very least if it's not your full workout for the day. So what you're telling me is you're currently digging to catch back on at 1,000,000 watts and chatting with us at the same time like an absolute legend. But as confirmed by Grubby Alien, you do not need a saddle to ride a bike, and some prefer otherwise. Guys, have you seen Grubby's been on recently? If you guys haven't been in the community for like 3+ years, or what, 2+ years, you might not really know Grubby Alien, but he started streaming around the same time I did. And then, you know, had a life and actually had things to do during the day and stopped streaming. But he's been streaming again. He recently, I guess, is without an outdoor bike, so all he has is his kicker now. All he has is his kicker bike. Poor guy. The art of smoking hash off a cigarette using a aka bottle. Dude, I'm trying to imagine how this works. Oh my god.
Loki, you're not supposed to tell people where my name comes from. It's supposed to be a cute name.
Sorry. Excuse me. Had a little cough there. Also known as the worst noise. We've just discovered it, guys. Everybody here together, all just now, we've discovered the worst. And that's straight up true. Hey, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Times can be tough sometime. Times can be tough. Oh. We are way off the front? Yeah, definitely. Oh, of course. What a beautiful route, finishing at the top of the climb. Actually, good. If you... Loki, you can always post it to Discord. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what's right or wrong, man. I'm not good at political correctness. I don't understand. I don't understand how to do it. But it is 18. This is 8. Wait, did we have the 18 plus set? That's the question. We have 18 plus set on the stream then, of course. I actually don't even know. No, I turned off the I think I turned off the content warning. Because I'm really not that big of a warning, am I? Or am I? Actually, you guys tell me. It's Christmas, everybody! Okay, just kidding. Merry Christmas! No, I do want to see this, though. I'm trying to imagine it. Use my imagination. It's not working. Whoa! Now everybody in chat's gonna be... Everyone in my Discord is be like, what in the world? Oh! See? It's efficient! Guys, it's efficient. Wait. Where's my screen capture? There we go. See, I can show it. There you go, that's all you get. As well as a completely non-self-fulfilling act of telling you to, if you really want to see it, you gotta go onto my Discord. Because that's where the magic is. Would that not void any refund when I return the bottle to the store? Oh, good question. It's actually not really that viable here in the States. When I went out to Europe and I saw how they have bottle recycling set up and how there's actually incentive behind it and ease of turning it in, it is such a clunky experience here in America to recycle bottles. Actually, if you really want to get into it, and I don't really, but I'll just say this. Actually, the recycling program in the US is a bit of a scam. It's not actually a thing. Not really. And it's sad. It sucks to have to say that. Bottle tokes are the worst. Hey, efficient. You can't lose any of that precious thing or whatever. I don't know. Just kidding. Efficient. Yep. Very efficient. Clutches. Facts. Facts with that. Unless you... Pro tip, don't drop those. That's the pro tip for the day. Oh my god. It is. Don't be that person. Have more self-care, self-respect. You're worth more than that. You all are. Every one of you. Oh, man. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, wait, no. Not the Johnson I was thinking. Anybody see the last Johnson around in a while? I haven't seen him in a good while. I don't think he's streaming much anymore. Have a good rest of the ride, getting ready for your... Hey, good luck, Macbeth. Good luck. I hope it sets you up really well for tomorrow. I'm excited for tomorrow. TTT squared? Not just tomorrow. We have a TTT Tuesday and Thursday. And I'm just so stoked. Oh. I have... Probably... I think I've smoked like 3 or 4 cigarettes in my entire life. And, I don't know. I won't say I regret it. Definitely not something I enjoyed. But I don't know if I regret it. Because it was the environment that I was in. It was a nice environment with good friends. And luckily, I'm not one that gets in... I do not have the most addictive personality. It's, sometimes I feel like it can be a fault. But I do not get addicted to things very easily. And oftentimes, it's pretty easy for me to just, like, stop. Like coffee, for example. Like the other day, I was just like, I don't want to drink coffee right now. You know, I'm trying to, you know, keep my heart rate leveled. I'm feeling sick. And I just stopped drinking coffee for like a week. I know most people would die, but I guess that's a skill that I have. We all have little skills in life. I guess that's my skill. Vapes, oils, edibles, topicals, drinks. I have been a big fan of topicals for a long time, and I will tell anybody that THC and CBD terpene topicals are truly can truly be used for medical uses. I think topicals are absolutely amazing. I've told this story before, but one day I was out mountain biking and I broke my collarbone, and I didn't have to take any medication. Like, I didn't have to take any opioids, any heavy-duty painkillers, except for the first night to fall asleep. And they sent me home with just the one. And I used topicals on my collarbone. I had this CBD, THC, I don't know, salve. It was like in arnica and stuff. And it was like this part wherever I applied it, like I would call it spot high. Like only my shoulder felt like the effects. I didn't feel like disoriented, or I didn't feel high. I was not altered, but just my collarbone felt like tingly in a good way, pain reduction, muscle relaxation, and I didn't have to take any meds after the first night. And it was just like, that really is what sold me on topicals being one of the most powerful ways to consume that type of substance. Anti-inflammatory, yes. Hey, Sir Zwift a lot coming in at just the greatest topic. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for the raid. Sir, did you Zwift a lot? How was Zwifting? How was your Zwift session? Guys, shout out to Sir Zwift a lot. Oh no, the frickin' bot. Okay, no, I thought the bot was taking a vacation. Guys, go give Sir Zwift a lot of follow. He's been around the community for a good long while. Hitting little bits. How you doing, man? Howdy, howdy. We are talking about CBD and THC topicals at the moment because I very much support their use. Got in from a ride. Oh. What was the ride like today? Might try it on Rob. I have recommended it now to multiple people, and all of the people, at least, and this is a very small sample size, so this is, do not take this with a grain of salt. Do not take this as absolute. But I have recommended mentholanum combined with THC CBD mixes as a form of pain reduction to specific areas to many people, and I get very good responses back from them. I had somebody I used to race with had some serious knee issues, and it didn't cure them, but he said it helped a lot. He'd apply it to his knee. Hot knives, yeah, hot knives. You missed, Loki. It just makes you think, oh, back when we were children. Back when we were kids. 25 mile, pretty chill. Yeah. We've been chill today, but the heart rate doesn't reflect that. I would say I'm about 80% back to feeling normal. Use Cycling Frog. Is it as a topical? I mean, pros. There are a lot of pros sponsored by CBD companies now, aren't there? Now that it's UCI legal. Hey, Doom. Doom. This isn't what it appears. We're not talking about what it appears we're talking about, even though we are talking about it, but we're not. Kids these days don't know what it's like to get a proper head rush with that aluminum hit. They just don't get it. They got it. They just got it so good. They think they got it so good, but little do they know. No, it's an edible. Oh, dude, edibles. Edibles. Again, I am also a supporter of edibles. Because if you intake it through smoking or vaping, you just have to accept that you are doing a destructive act in some regard. Now, whether that's outweighed by the benefit for you is another question, and I think that's personal. Tell that to your VO2 Max. Loki, I'll tell you, wait a decade, come back and ask me, or tell me the same thing. It might change a little bit in another decade. No better way to end the day, a little CBD, THC edible, and some yoga. I would not be upset with that. VO2 max goes up. It can. Yes, it can. A book called Runner's High that is about that, and it's quite good. I think in some weird, deep way, we're all just looking for a fix in some way, whether it's, being around good people making you feel good. We all are looking for a fix. Everything is. Every animal. Even, what is it? Have you guys heard of those monkeys that, what do? They go after the poisonous tree frogs, or dolphins go after pufferfish in order to get their, their things off. Bloody Tesla's ruining our kids' facts. What is going on? Why is my chat not doing? Sorry, my chat's not coming through. Oh, now it is. Has it been coming through on screen? Hopefully. Oh, question, does Zwift... Hold on, sorry, I missed it, no. Does Zwift calculate calories burnt on the low side? I don't know. I don't know. I do know that compared to something like Peloton, it's much more true to life. I think it might have to do with your in-game weight. I bet it's not equal for every weight. But I mean, what, kilojoules don't lie, so if you break it into kilojoules, it should be okay, I would hope. What in the world is going? What am I seeing here? What the hell am I? What is this? Ewan, you're fired. Is that the generative fill? Yo, Ewan, did you hear? There's been some news on generative fill. They are creating a token system. As of November 1st, you're gonna only be allowed to use so many generative fills before you either A, get bottlenecked, or B, pay more money. So they're putting generative fill behind a bit of a wall. It would be an extra basically $5 a month to have like basically unlimited usage. But you do get a lot of usage before you actually have to pay if you subscribe. But it's like 100 if you subscribe to Adobe after November 1st, you get 100 generations a month. But if you were subscribed to Adobe before November 1st, you get 250 generations a month. But yeah, it's because the explanation is that the generative fill is done through Adobe servers. You actually have to offload the workload to Adobe, and so they actually need server space to process it, and therefore they can't just have it for free. But my hope is that for people who have like strong, robust computer systems, that you could run it locally. But I doubt many people have a system strong enough to run generative fill locally and it take any reasonable amount of time. Hey, what's up, Bo? Howdy, howdy. How have you been? Dude, I'm so stoked that you got your wheel finally. Have you taken it out on a test run yet? It's an interesting book because it's kind of critical of the common stereotypes of stoners that are lazy, but it goes into more than just that. I think, you know, there is an element to looking for more, you know, not being happy with where you're at and looking for more, which is kind of can be a positive or negative symptom of addiction, right? Depending on how it's applied. But yeah, there is a lot of misconception behind that, in my opinion, Clutch, and it would be really interesting to have some like actual data and something to kind of compare to. Just my opinion, you know? Because right now it is mostly opinion. And you're right now, how many have I burnt according to Zwift? Let me see, man. 608 calories. 608 calories at 137 watts for 137 watts for an hour and 12 minutes. I burned 600 calories. It's gonna appear insanely low to me though, man, because I'm very light and I do not burn as high of a caloric load compared to some of the properly sized humans in this chat. Playing the piano. Ewan, how did you know I play the piano? No, I used to. Actually, apparently I could have had a promising career as a pianist, but I'm sure you could have all guessed that. I created a bunch of viral backgrounds before November. Yep, you have until November 1st, dude. And then you are behind a paywall. Yep, Ewan. Yep. 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 Happiness. We all want it. We all need it. Happiness. Yeah, I knew you guys knew that already. And I knew that you guys knew that I knew. And I knew that you knew that. See, mine was 45 minutes, 117 average. Yeah, 290 calories burnt. It has to do, I think, with power to weight ratio, you know? But at the same time, that doesn't really make sense because a calorie is a calorie, right? It's not relative to your weight. So you'd think, but I guess there is the power to weight calculation is part of it, right? But you see that often, like, I'll average the same. Usually it's not the same wattage. Usually it's the same watt per kilo. I don't know. Now I'm really confused and I want to know what the real answer is. Maybe it has to do with your FTP and your interpreted exertion level, like with relative to like heart rate and stuff. I don't know, because like 117 watts like might put some people up in a very high cardiac zone, therefore potentially burning more calories, versus somebody who is maintaining their zone 1, zone 2, while also holding the same amount of watts. Maybe that has something to do with it. Dude, Ewan. I don't know if I can I don't know if I have the ability, especially at the moment, definitely not at the moment. I don't know if I have the ability to burn 1,000 calories an hour without just it being a complete shit show for the next week. But we have to, don't forget, 1,000 calories is literally about 1% of my entire weight, right? So we got to count that, right? Just kidding, it's not that much, but you know what I mean. Heavily weighted towards watt per kilo. Yeah, I could also see it tied to FTP, or your in-game FTP as well. Maybe. Now I want to figure out which it is. But yeah, could be weighted towards watt per kilo. That's why so many people use joules to calculate work. It basically standardized, normalizes it. Sandoval, howdy, sir. Or friend. That's just habit, I apologize. How are you? Welcome in. I think I might spin for another 15 minutes, guys. We're not really working that hard today, and I'm not feeling too bad. Hey, and the follow, I appreciate you. This is Pookstoff. He can ride fast. Now, Pookie down here does not ride fast. But that guy, he's amazing. How am I? Oh, I'm doing good, man. How are you? How are you doing? Hopefully you had an okay weekend. I'm trying to rally on a Monday. Luckily, get in about 10 minutes on the bike, and Mondays just seem a little more, I don't know, put into perspective, a little more manageable. You're doing good? Nice. But yeah, I just got over being pretty sick, so last week was like the first week I've been able to actually ride in the last few weeks, and so I'm feeling very weak right now, but I'm at least able to spin for an extended period. An hour last week did not feel nearly as good as an hour this week. Do I stream every day? I stream Monday through Thursday. And then a very, very rare Friday, Saturday, or Sunday stream. But those, especially since I've been out here at my brother's place, which is where I am now, I do not have the random streams as much. But yeah, Monday through Thursday. Right now I'm doing about 9 to 11 Pacific time-ish. But I'm never on time, so ish. Actually, I need to change that on my website. On the website. I need to change that on Twitch. I think it has me set to start at 9:30. But right now I'm out in Oklahoma, which is actually 11. And now it's 12:30 instead of it being 10:30. But I've been trying to kind of maintain the same stream schedule being out here, because I'm going to be out streaming in this setup for at least through to Christmas, at least at the moment. But we just finished up 12:30 to 2:30. Oh, does it? Oh, I need to switch that. I definitely need to switch that. I've been, I'm an hour and a half in today. I need to fix that. And I thought I was being all fancy, being all organized, only to be trolling everybody. Hey, what's up, Frank? We are on the Muckle Yen. This is lap number 2. We did lap number 1 with the ZZRC crowd. There was a 2.7 watt per kilo group ride that we just finished. And I'm just noodling and chatting now. But I actually love this course. I think it's one of the best courses in the game. What the heck? What? Dan Tryhard. Oh my god. Who the heck is that guy? Dude, it's so good to see you. Do I race on the bike? Yeah, I'm gonna be racing tomorrow. At 1, what? Yes, I'm gonna race tomorrow at 10 p.m. Pacific, 10:05 Pacific, and then I race the same time on Thursday. Hey, Ray, thanks for the shout out. Dan Tryhard, it's great to see you, man. We were riding with Z Sun Arkit the other day in a race, and they had the beautiful, iconic Dan Tryhard fro, and I got really, really excited for a second, only to be let down dramatically. How have you been, man? Oh, Dan, you just made my day, man. No, I'm doing okay though. I was sick. I'm better from being sick. I had like a month where I was just like on a downhill trend, but we're back on the normal grind at the moment. But yes, so tomorrow is ZRL, Sandoval. If you're familiar with the ZRL, the Zwift Racing League, I am going to be racing tomorrow with the ZRL with my crew, and then again on Thursday for the TTT for WTRL. I do that every week if I can. It's actually my favorite thing to do on Zwift is do a team time trial. I think it's the best fun that I can have on Zwift. And this week is bonus week because the ZRL race is a TTT. So tomorrow TTT and then more TTTs. So many T's. We're on the T. Dan, you gotta jump in with us. It's been kind of, well, now that ZRL's come back around, it's like things are spicing up again on the indoor scene. Like, I'm assuming that the next round of ZRL, like most people will be back inside and we'll start to see a lot more teams. Right now, like we've had to combine a lot of the innovation teams. Like I think innovation's only running 2 teams right now and normally we run like 4 or 5. I think everyone's just enjoying the outdoors, which is weird. I don't know why, weirdos. Ray Space, have you been following NDT's America Adventures? It's been really fun watching him and Hoops enjoying, what is it? They're out in Florida. In the happiest place on earth. Where can you find that? Oh, he's been posting a lot of photos and little video clips to his Instagram. And he's been looking like him and his lady are just having the time. Yeah, Boomergram. Your wife just picked up a Zwift hub? Oh, Frack, she's been riding outside with you too. I saw those posts, man. You must be absolutely stoked. Families that ride together stay together for the long haul, I'll tell you. Just don't get a tandem bike. That takes that expression and flips it upside down. Don't do the tandem. That is that will ruin relationships. Dan, anytime, man. I look forward to the day that I'm just riding around and I see that fro pop in. She did 30 miles. Nice. How is she feeling? That's kind of a big sign. Like, if you can make it through the first initial like wave of fatigue and soreness from riding a bike, you basically got her in. Got her in on the inside crowd. A tandem, and you told her under. Thank you. You are a wise man. Now, riding separate bikes next to each other they are completely different things. Yeah, we missed Dan Tryhard's double sub-hour Alps. His normal easy training session, his easy 3 hours of zone 3 like nothing. She seems to enjoy it. You're still working on getting her seat up to a good height. Baby steps, yep. Making it more and more comfortable. That's the key. If you can get past the discomfort faster, because there is going to be discomfort whether you like it or not. That butt takes time to adjust, and there's no getting around it. Hey, Inked Pimple. How are you? Afternoon, and yes, it is afternoon. Afternoon for me as well. We easy rided today. I was hoping to get my easy ride in yesterday, but I ended up going with my brother. We drove out to where it was a couple hours away. We did a couple hour drive to look at a potential vehicle we're going to be buying for our company we're starting, and found it to be a really nice one. But yeah, I was out all day yesterday. Guys, my brother and I found a Jeep Liberty. Now that alone, you'd probably be like, okay, well, what's so fancy about a Jeep Liberty? But the cool thing is this is a 4-cylinder turbo diesel. And this might be weird for people that are not in the US, but anybody in the US would know finding a 4-cylinder diesel is like finding a needle in a haystack, especially one that's functional. And so I'm really excited to be messing around with that. But I missed my easy ride, so today's seeing if my legs actually work, so that I'll be ready for tomorrow. But guys, if you're just tuning in, we're going to be racing tomorrow. So if you want to see me die, because I'm still not better, so I will die. You know. Metaphorically, of course. But, well, I don't know. I shouldn't, okay, knock on wood. We will not die. This course is so great. If you want to have a very challenging race course, look for a Muckle race. It is one of the best race courses, but it is a hard one. I almost wish there was a course like Muckle, but where the Segura climb was a bit longer. Like maybe like a 5 to 7 minute climb. Instead of like a 1 to 3 minute, depending on what side you're at. But that might not be the most popular opinion. But it would be interesting. Have a bit more of a crux in the middle that didn't rely on just 1 minute punch power. So 2 minute is kind of that. 2 minute is not a fun zone. 2 minute is tough. There's only a couple segments in Zwift that are like 2 minutes long, at least at my power. Normally, you're doing like a sub 1 minute or over 2 minutes, like 3 to 5 minute. The thing. I still haven't charged these freaking Zwift plays. I was so worried that they would just, because a lot of people were hinting at that they were just gonna die after like a few hours of use. Maybe if you're like holding a button or steering every second of the ride, but if you're just using it normally, I'll tell you, it lasts a while. That was one of the biggest complaints when they first launched, was people were expecting them to die, and if you forgot, basically like if you forgot to charge them overnight, the next day you might be SOL, you know? See, like getting right behind this person, look, is so difficult. Like, okay, now I'm to the side. No, I want to stay behind them. And now I want to go around them. Oh, they got the Fondo kit. That is some kit that I just did not get back in the day. It always fell on, the Fondo weekends always fell on weekends that I was just so dead. Now they do it a bit different. They don't have the different kit every Fondo now. They used to have a different one every month when the Fondo is going on. Now I think they just have it for the length or the distances. One of the Zwift race series, the multi-lap city in the Skur. Tough race, but so many people use, oh man. Well, they either learned a lesson or, I don't know, learned a lesson. That's about all I can think of. They definitely learned a lesson. Last week, Norax, we, Eddie, Chris Edwardson, one of our TTT riders, forgot to switch off the Canyon Air Road. So basically, ended up just destroying himself trying to hang with the TTT group. But the reason I bring that up is this, I really like that bike choices actually can make a difference now in some of the events. Like obviously TTT, but have we ever had a route that is unequivocally better on a gravel bike? I don't think so. We've had some that were like, you know, like strategically it might be smart for one person to be on a gravel bike or like to add some, you know, spice. But they kind of tried to make gravel a thing back when they were structuring Mercury Island, and some of the routes that go up like that the Spirit Forest climb or whatever. They were like, oh, that is definitely a gravel route. But turns out, like, some people went on gravel bikes, some people would win on road bikes. You went gravel and like 3 of you dropped the field hard on the first climb and stayed away. Yeah, because you go right into the gravel side. And then, of course, the non-gravel side is the short side. So if you get a good gap, like, yeah. And I'd also like to see gravel bike effect when you're doing climbs. Like, what is the margin of like, this is that much? What is the margin of what's better? Like if you're going up a hill and you're holding like under 20 kph, like is the gravel bike that much slower or is it like a lot slower? Because I would almost think that the slower you're going, the more equal the bikes would be. Though that is a pretty fast kick. That road is a pretty fast kick. Where are we? Okay, I'm gonna stop at the roundabout. So we'll get up this little false uphill, or this false flat, and we'll call it there. I'm so close. You're right, Ray. How can I stop there? Who am I? Phil Guyman? I can't stop at 49K. Ray is just too wise. You were debating a bike swap in Saturday's Zwift Insider race, bigger loop. Had the jungle loop, stayed on the road. There's been people have talked strat where like if you get dropped, like noodle and then do the bike swap, and you might actually have a chance at scoring a top 10 fastest time up that segment. Oh wait, Jungle Loop. For some reason I was still on the Mercury Island. Damn. Oh man, if you get dropped, or if you're in a breakaway, it's to your benefit to switch. If you're in the blob, it's a gamble. But man, the difference on the jungle climb, being on a gravel bike versus a road bike, is over a watt per kilo. It's like 1.2, 1.3 watt per kilo advantage on that uphill. We had it actually, last week. It was Road to Ruin, right? Or was it 2 weeks? No, 2 weeks ago, Road to Ruin. And Dan got dropped on the downhill, which was really shitty, he got dropped right as we got into the uphill. So he switched bikes to the gravel bike and then went off at about 3.8 to 4 and was reeling us in, and we were holding 4.5. He reeled in a couple seconds, and he was just like holding sub 4. If you're in like a proper breakaway though, like taking a few like seconds, and you can do it in about 5-7 seconds if you're fast, you'll get some good benefit. Does anybody remember there was a third-party app that allowed you to have bike swaps under voice control, and it was sub 3 seconds for a bike swap. Does anyone remember what that was called? Because there was a program and it was insane. Yeah, sub 3 second bike swap by you saying, like, you actually talking to the, like, just talking to your mic, and then it activates basically the bike swap. Out time, yes, you don't know about it. We definitely need a week's training before we do any out. Race base, we know he's like secretly been like hardcore training. He's gonna come back and just be like doing a noodle session up the Alp. At just insane power. Just wait. He's biding his time. Save watts, save the planet. Just think though, if we could channel our watts. There we go. That's right. There we go. All right, 50K. We did it, guys. Good job. I love that we have braking now. Did that just become my new favorite thing on Zwift? At this very moment? Three-toed, thank you, sir. No, we need to reinvigorate the concept of our watts feeding back into the grid, and that we're actually human batteries, because that's a thing. Yeah, not bad. This is 50K, right? This counts. This counts. Thanks, guys. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hour and a half felt like death last week. Yep, this is we're building up our carbon credits. We're like a big corporation, but we don't invest in like fake carbon credits. We actually invest in real ones. Watt credit. What credit? If every cyclist would drop FTP by 25 watts, the world would be a better place. Yes, if we could take that 25 watts and combine it, have like a communal watt pool. Think about the possibilities. That's a business idea. There you go. Guys, we come up with the greatest schemes here sometimes. Someone needs to start a company that harvests watts and uses it to sell carbon credits to big companies. Dan, you and I, we need to talk about this. Should get insurance credits, dude. Yeah, that is a thing. That is actually a thing. I mean, Strava metrics are used in medical. They're used in GIS. They have some of the best, like, data on how humans move around this planet. They have some insane data. Athletes should pay more for food. There you go. No. You should take your watt credit into the store so that you can get the extra large pizza for free. Be like, see, Zwift says I burnt off 12 slices of pizza. See, look. They've already developed the system. It just needs to be implemented better. They already calculate pizza by pizza slices, right? yeah, facts. Oh man, guys. Well, I feel completely stoked about that session, even though it was not. Well, it's about the same level of exertion we always ever do on Zwift, so I guess it's no different. Alrighty, let's see, who do we got on? Zico, Umix, we rated Umix the other day. Zwift Community Live? Where do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go see Zico? He's doing Zone 2. Wait. Or do you want to go over to Zwift Community Live podcast? We're taxed more, just the same percentage. Yes, of course. That's how it works. It's still fair, right? Can we tune into a talk on car? I'll send you guys over to, what's that one that LePage always sends people, always raids over to? What is it? Biden versus Trump. The AI Biden versus Trump. Oh my god. It's the only thing I can think about. The closest equivalent to that. God, that's too funny. Exo area. There we go. Yeah, what was that? What's that? We should raid that that body painter because we use the hot tag like she does. I can never remember her name. It's weird because I watch her all the time. That's what I need to do. Support the other hot streamers. We're a small demographic and we need to show support for each other. We don't have much. It's a very lonely world. It's a very lonely world in the hashtag hot category. All right. All natural athletes. All natural. All right, guys, I'll send you over to ZCL. Memes aside. What are they doing? Are they just finishing up? Is anybody over in the ZRL? Hold on, I need to wait until the ad's done. Or the ZCL thing. It looks like they just finished. If so, I might have to rate out a category. I don't think I've done that, but a couple times.
On Zwift and the announcements over at Zwift Insider. Well, going to be a special course that I think nobody's ever seen before, perhaps, for race number 5. So we're excited.
I can't tell if they're almost done or not.
We also have SZR coming at you on Wednesdays. Tomorrow we'll be live all day long for the Zwift Racing League.
I think they're almost done, guys. I'm not going to raid over there.
We'll take a break on Friday. Then Zwift Grand Prix coming at us really quickly. The whole week is going to be full of broadcasts.
All right, we'll head over to Zico. We have somebody to rate in category, so we're going to do that. Support the Zwift. Support the Zwift world. And Zico is an absolute legend, so you all will enjoy it. Ray Space, you beautiful man. Thank you for hanging out. And we had Dan Tryhard, so it was even an extra special stream.
Hold on with me.
Have a good one, Dan. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Race tomorrow. We are TTing it up. Take it, everyone. Take it, everyone. I like that, dude. I'm gonna start using that. Yeah, take it easy, dude. Good to see you, Clutch. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Let's all smash this week. What do you say? Like, let's make this week.
Stuart, where can I find the leaderboards for?
Let's be the boss of this week. What do you say?
Find the one for September.
Race 1. Loki. Loki. Facts. Yes.
Yeah, that isn't really.
Vote for this week being good, and all of your wildest dreams will come true.
It is not. The latest I can find is August.